Hi everybody, I'm JC, and on this channel I explore new hobbies, and I've started off with soldering kits. Done a few, and today I am going to assemble a steam engine sound generator. It comes in a box like this, and it comes from within Europe. It is produced in Belgium, and I'm going to open the box and then we explain a bit more about it. This is what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. So we have a speaker and the PC board. I can see several resistors there, some diodes, capacitor, so on and so on, and a connection for the battery. There are two rotary selectors here. One is for speed and one for volume. And then there's one here, it's marked whistle, which is a button. This is all the parts that's supposed to be included in the kit. The only thing I see strange here from the ones I've done before are these pins. It's always a first. That's why I'm doing this, exploring new hobbies. So this would go into a steam train, or in a steam train, or near a steam train, or at a train set that someone will wear, like a model train set. This can complete your collection if you have a model train. Even for children, if they have a model train, then this may be a good thing, addition to their kit. I was looking at other options, and I was looking at this guy here, and that's a beautiful train, isn't it? And I was thinking to assemble that train and then incorporate this sound generator into that. That would be a nice display. Obviously, it won't be movable, but it will just be a display item, and then there'll be a button or two to press and make some sounds. Yeah. All right, let's get on with it. So here we have it. It comes in a box, as opposed to a plastic bag, and it comes with a label and a picture, so you can see what's inside the box, as opposed to just a barcode. And at the back you can actually see a parts list, well, a picture of the parts that should be in the box. And yeah, I think that's good. It comes in very well presented. It even gives you some detail on the sides, but never mind. Let's open the box. All right, let's see what's in the box. And we have, this must be a speaker, the wire for the battery, some instructions. I'll look at it just now. PC board, and all the parts we need. Okay, let's look at the instructions. Wow, okay, this way around. Okay, all right, this is all covered in several languages. It's not just in English. It looks like we got English, Dutch, French, some Danish. I think we even got Russian here. I'm not sure. But there is a lot of language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 languages, as opposed to just Chinese. I think we got a better chance of completing this thing successful than the previous. It's numbered. Start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on until they make it really, really easy for you. Now let's see if it's as easy as it looks. That's great, man. That's very good. I just noticed this, and I wanted to share this with you. This is quite a hell of an improvement from the previous kits. Is at the resistors. So this step one would be the resistors. So obviously starting with the small items. And these are the positions for all the resistors you've got to install. And this is the color codes for the resistors. How great is that? I always have to find out and sort them out and research it, but over here they just tell you what to do. It's great, I love it. Let's start by opening this bag and explore. Right, there you go. Okay, so a bunch of resistors. Oh, it's not just resistors. They put everything on one. Why would they do that? They put all the small parts on one string. So they are not all these are the same. As you can see, they're different sizes. I don't know. Look at this. Small, and then there's there's some diodes in there. Okay. All right. Okay, and then you have that, and these are the rotary switches, and these are the little knobs, and the on-off switch, and this must be the whistle. Tweet, tweet. Two of those, some transistors, and more transistors, and more capacitors, smaller ones, a bag full of pins. I'm not sure where the pins are going to go yet. I'll find out. One of these guys. Why is that one separate? I see. That's why it's separate. And then two loose wires, which may be for the speaker. That must be for the speaker. Okay, easy. How shall we start? I think we shall start by, for once, obeying the instructions. If I obey the instructions and start by 1, and obviously that's all the resistors, and then move on to the diodes and the capacitors, and so on and so on. That's what we're going to do. We're going to follow the instructions. That will be a first for me. Follow the instructions. Sometimes the instructions are just there for the last resort when you get stuck. But in this case, the instructions are so clear that I've got no excuse not to follow them. It's like assembling some furniture buying from a popular shop where you have to follow the instructions, otherwise you snooker yourself. So let's do that. I'm going to put this PC board, I'm going to put it in my stand, and yeah, let's do it. So if I put it in this way, I can get to I can get to all. If I put it over there, I can get to most of the parts if I leave it there. Yes. Oops. Okay, right. Let's see. Let's start with R1, R8. Okay, I'm going to start with this, and it's quite a lot to work through, so I'm sure you would excuse me if I'm going to put you on fast forward, because this would be basic remove, find, insert, solder, and so on and so on. Okay, that's what's going to happen next. I'm going to fast forward this whole lot. Okay, that's all the resistors done, and it was quite easy and organized. If you follow the instructions according to, if you follow these instructions and you start at the top, then you take your reel of components and you start at the top. You work your way down. It follows. That's great. You cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong if you follow the instructions. Very, very good. Very impressed. The next thing to do would be the diodes. There are 3 of them I can see here, so I will sort them out. I don't know if you've seen what just happened. This diode, I was going to put it in D3 and I had it in. I took it out again now, but the reason for that is because on the PC board I managed to damage the track, so no solder will stick there. I'll have to make a plan to bridge. I'll have to clean this area here and bridge it. Let's see if I can manage that. Not too confident. So I'm going to try to clean off the covers from the copper that is available here, and then put some solder on that and try to build a bridge. I hope I can do it without it looking too bad. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think I when I cut the stub off with the side cutters, I cut too deep. These are bloody strong, sharp. I think I cut too deep. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is what happened. Let's see if I can get some solder to stick in that area. Here's a touch of solder that did stick. Now, the thing is, I've already cut this. I wonder if I've got a spare somewhere. Let's just investigate. I might have a spare. Let's just check. Okay, I'm lucky. Very lucky. I found a spare. This comes from that kit I had for the VHF radio receiver that I abandoned, and it's the right correct part number. It is 1N4007. 1N4007. That's the one. So I'm gonna have to get rid of this one. It's too small. It won't work. And try again. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I'm lucky that I had a spare. So I'm gonna just have to be very careful with the way I put this one in this time. I think I'm gonna just try to turn the wire the way. Okay, let's cut it off there before we get to the end. Right, and now I will heat it up and try to merge it with this one here. It's going there anyway, so that's great. That's a good solution for that one. Anything else wouldn't have worked. Would have been messy anyway. All right. Okay, now let's try not to cut anything too deep. Yeah, I'm lucky I could have done that, and I'm very lucky that I had a spare. I'm very lucky. All right, there you go. The next one here is well, I've done all the resistors, I've done the transistors, I've done the diodes, the capacitors. There's still another two capacitors or four capacitors left to do. That one, and that one. Now it's asking me, as you remember, I'm following its instructions, so I'm at step 7 now. And in step 7, it tells me to install these PCB tabs. These are to connect wires like the speaker and the power supply wire. Now the speaker one would go there, and well, it'd be 2, isn't it? But I think they've given me a bit more than what I need, unless I'm missing something somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to put those 2 in there, and then the wire can just connect straight to that. Let's do that. I'm going to do this one, and then that one, the speaker and the power supply, and then the next thing is going to be the IC socket in the middle here. So let me carry on and do that. Okay, that's it, almost done. Let's just take it out. I think we finished with that one for now. Just see if I knock the camera away. Where are we? About here somewhere. Okay. All right. So if you wonder, these 2 trimmers are not the same. The one is 100K and the other one's 5K. The one for the volume is the 5K one. The one for the speed is the 100K one. So yes, you can mix them up if you don't concentrate. I've installed these 2 capacitors. They are the same, and these 2 capacitors, they are the same. There's 2 transistors over here, that's the same, and 2 transistors over here, that's the same. All the resistors, as you know, we've done that, and the diodes, and so on. And all I can mention at this stage, this is the on and off switch. The on and off switch is a little bit flimsy, but I'm sure if you put this in a casing, it would be no problem. We'll just have to remember that, not to handle it roughly while it's open like this. The next thing I would like to do, the next thing I have to do is put this guy in. And I wonder if I have to clean this one. I'm using this new solder flux. I'm using this, and it says it's non-conductive, no cleaning, fast wetting, water soluble, no residue, lead free. So according to that, I do not have to clean it, and it's non-conductive. So I can just leave it as it is and not have the risk of creating more problems. But it is a bit tacky. I think at least if I clean this side, for me, that would be. I feel better if I do that. I'm going to do that anyway. So bear with me. Let me just get all my bits and bobs here for the cleaning, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now this guy, the chip, and it's going in this way. There you go. All the bits are in. Well, except for these extension bits. They are the same, I think. Yes, and they just go in like that. And yeah, what more can I say? Let's test it. Test it. That's what we need to do. Battery. What we need is one of these guys. Now at the moment it's switched off according to the indicator there. It's switched off, and I'll plug the battery in, and I'll switch it on. This is a big moment, guys. Right. Let's try the whistle. Nope. Nothing. Let's try the volume up a bit. Only works if I push it this way. Okay, I'll have to resolder. Let's just resolder that one. Maybe it's my soldering it's not so bright. I got a feeling that's the case actually. What else can it be? That's it, really. Let's just fix the soldering. Okay, that's it. Let's see. Switch it off. Okay. Plug it in. Switch it on. Okay, that's a bit better this time. I don't know I don't think that's normal for a steam engine to have a whistle like a whistle. I guess that's the best they could do. In the sound simulator. Yeah. Well, so there you have it. That's the volume control. Yeah. the volume control, and this controls the speed. The higher I turn this, the higher the quicker it goes. Okay, there you have it. Over and out, I say. Okay, I think that was a happy ending, and I wouldn't mind to do one of their kits again. The company's name was WADA, WHADDA. They go and have a look at their website and see what they got there. I'm sure they'll have something for you. Um, I made a few mistakes. I cannot blame the kit for my mistakes. The switch that I had a problem with was all my fault. I did not properly solder one of the pins, and overall my soldering is really, really bad. I I tried a few, but it doesn't seem to improve. Maybe I'm not paying attention enough, but yeah, I'm having issues with soldering. I admit that. But I was doing this to explore new hobbies. I have never soldered before. I started this. I've never soldered before, so this was a first for me, and I'm glad I did it now. And I'll come back to it if I've had a look at the website of this company, and there are a few things that takes my interest. So I may come back to it and try one in the future. Not now. I've got a few other things I want to do in the next few weeks. First of all, I'm not finished with the steam engine sound generator just yet. I'm still going to use it. It's not just going to go in a box. I have got plans for it. For now, if we listen to this for, oh, there we go. There goes the train leaving the station. Ah, it's lovely to hear that. Okay. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.